Now we're going to get this ready to use with the corner locks. Real quick, I want to add a fillet to this parting surface, and I'm going to turn off follow tangent edges, and I'm going to make it a 1/2 inch radius. It'll be right up there. Might as well have a nice clean radius there. Next, I'm going to go to layer 1 here, and I'm going to say this is going to be my mold base oversize value. In this design, we're going to use a 15 by 18 A-series DME base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go create a rectangle that's a little bit bigger. I'm going to say it's 16, oops, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it's 19 by 16. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and trim, just by shape, that surface by this, getting rid of that side. So this parting surface is now officially bigger than our mold base will be, which is a requirement. From here, I'm going to add my locks. And I'm going to do this kind of with the little cheaters tricks. I'm going to go back to rectangle. I'm going to say X positive. And I'm going to say the length I want there for now is going to be 3 inches. I'm going to say Y negative for 2 inches. Why not? And this I'm going to locate at an offset point from here, Z positive, for 1.25 inches. And now I'm going to change this to be X negative. So I'm driving from the back point there. And go to offset point again here. And 1.25 inches looks to be pretty high, so I'm going to go Z positive of maybe 0.75 this time. That looks to be a little bit better. I'll go modify this one right away. From here, I'm going to create 2 extrusions. I'm going to extrude this down some distance. We'll call it 6. Why not? That's huge. How about 4? Do the same thing over here. Now I'm going to add draft. I want 15 degrees on this face and that face relative to that. I want 15 degrees on this face and this face relative to that. Now I'm going to go to the remove function. I'm going to remove that back face, and the bottom face. So we're left with just a surface. And I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Finally, I'm going to add some fillets, but just one for now. I'm going to add a 1-inch radius right there, and a 1-inch radius right there. Next, I'm going to duplicate these over to the other side of the mold so I can use them there. So I'm going to say Edit, Duplicate. I'm going to say Simple Mirror through my ZX plane. Now here, I'm going to change to follow existing operations. And the reason I want to follow existing operations is because I'm going to trim this away to the main parting surface using reciprocal trimming. And if I left it follow subsequent, then it would be trimmed over here automatically, and we'd have to come back and trim this corner out with a different function. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to select that. Now I'm going to go to Trim, Reciprocal. I want to trim that. No more on that side. Follow all tangent faces to all of that. And here you see your arrows. We're going to get rid of that side of the purple and the bottom side of that. I'm going to do this again over here. This face to all of those. I'm going to invert that. This face to all of those. We're going to invert that one. This face to all of those. Invert that one. So now we have those surfaces done. So I'm going to go to Mold, Add Parting Surface. I'm going to select this, that, and that, and say OK. And again, when you hit Quit, it leaves those curves behind. Go ahead and delete those curves, because you don't need them. In the next video, I'll finish the parting surfaces internally, and then we'll use this to split the part with.